Should you buy Tesla stock today? The EV company's stock is still trading below $200, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk advises against buying. You'd think a billionaire businessman himself would try to encourage people into buying more of the company's stocks instead of against it. Well, Elon Musk has always been known for his controversial statements, and this seems to be one of them. You definitely would not want to miss this one. I actually rarely try to convince anyone to invest in Tesla, and many times I've recommended people don't invest in Tesla. I've said our stock is too high, but people just ignore me and keep buying the stock for some reason, says Tesla CEO Elon Musk in an interview with Ron Barron at the 29th Annual Barron Investment Conference on November 4, 2022. Get extra $10 cash. Open an account and deposit any amount on Moomoo. It's a limited bonus for celebrating Moomoo's 10th anniversary. Check the link below. Moomoo is a great platform to trade stocks with many unique, easy-to-use tools. I think a lot of you will find it really helpful, especially if you want to be more hands-on with your investments. For example, find out the right time to buy and sell stocks. Link in the description below. Billionaire investor Ron Barron's Barron Capital held its first annual gathering since 2019 earlier this month, featuring an interview with Tesla CEO Elon Musk in front of 5,000 investors at the Metropolitan Opera House in New York City. The interview comes during a tough year for the stock market at large, but instead of focusing on the present, Barron focused on where Tesla was headed. There, he expressed that he's bullish on the automaker, to say the least. In the said interview, Musk answered a question raised by one of the audience as to why they should invest in Tesla rather than the legacy automaker Mercedes-Benz. Musk said that he actually rarely tries to convince anyone to invest in Tesla. He shared that he, in fact, recommended people not to invest in Tesla since the company's stock price is too high. Still, people tend to disregard his advice and buy Tesla stock for some reason, according to Musk. As to why Tesla is a better choice than Mercedes-Benz, Musk said, "But if I think at a very high level, I'd say that autonomy is an intensely fundamental breakthrough, and no one is even close to Tesla for solving generalized autonomy or generalized self-driving vehicles. No one's even close." Musk also said that doing the math by thinking of the net present value of future cash flows will be insane. Now, the economy is fundamentally GDP per capita times capita. If you no longer have a constraint on capita because of a useful humanoid robot, it is not clear that there is any limit to the size of the economy. That's probably a good reason. Musk continued to explain. Musk is also notably proud of the Tesla FSD. With self-driving, this car becomes roughly 5 times more useful, but it costs the same to build. Now, you can imagine what would happen if a company were doing like 25 to 30 gross margins, but suddenly that same thing was 5 times more valuable? What would that do to the value of Tesla and the value of that car? It boggles the mind, actually, shared Musk. Ron Barron, an American mutual fund manager and investor and the founder of investment management firm Barron Capital, believes that Tesla will be the largest and most profitable company in the world. Barron said he thinks Tesla could become the most profitable and largest company in the world in a decade, as stated during a pre-event interview with Forbes. Tesla shares are down around 50% since the beginning of the year, but the automaker also makes up about 45% of one of Barron's largest funds, and he doesn't seem concerned. In 10 years, Tesla will be the largest and most profitable company in the world, Barron said in the interview. Barron Capital has 19 funds totaling around $40 billion in assets, many of which have big investments in Tesla. The Barron Partners Fund is $6 billion into the automaker, while the Barron Focused Growth Fund has around $700 million of Tesla shares in its portfolio. Barron pointed out that while the two funds are down around 31% and 23% in 2022 respectively, they still have high longer-term gains. Additionally, the Barron Partners Fund has returned over 25% of an average net annualized return in the past 5 years, and Barron seems to see Tesla's current lower stock price as an opportunity rather than a deterrent. Barron is also no stranger to bear markets, having founded the firm 4 decades ago. On the S&P 500 index's roughly 21% drop, Barron noted big opportunities for buying low. A year ago, nothing was cheap, now it's the opposite, Barron said. Stocks are dirt cheap on an absolute basis. The billionaire investors firm is not only one of the top 20 largest shareholders in Tesla, according to filings, but Barron Funds also has a larger percentage of its overall portfolio allocated to the stock, a total of 11%, than many other large shareholders who mostly top out at 5 or 6%. Companies that we're investing in should benefit and grow despite the chaos, says Barron. He believes that at some point, markets will stabilize. Barron Capital's big bet on Tesla is a big reason for his optimism. The billionaire money manager first built his firm's position in Tesla between 2014 and 2016, investing a total of $387 million, which has since generated billions of dollars in gains. Despite a 50% drop in Tesla shares in 2022, Barron remained convinced that his firm's position will continue to pay off in the future. "If I could, I would buy more." In a CNBC Squawk Box segment, Barron said that he plans to hold Tesla stock for another 8 years at least. "I think we're going to make 3, 4, 5 times our money on Tesla from here," Barron said in the said interview. "I think for Tesla this is the very beginning of what they're doing," he added. Although Barron acknowledged this year as a rough year for his funds and Tesla, he also called it relative, commenting that, "Because of our low turnover and great long-term record, investors are willing to cut us some slack and be patient." In the previously mentioned investment conference, the Tesla CEO confirmed that Tesla will make a lower-priced car. Based on previous statements, this will likely be a China-designed $20,000 to $35,000 smaller EV vehicle. This would likely also be a human-driven and robotaxi platform. Musk also repeated his expectation that robotaxi will make vehicles 5 times more valuable by driving 5 times more. Also, Musk is confident that the Tesla bot development will be successful and will replace human labor. There is also the Optimus program, which is our humanoid robot, which we will leverage our manufacturing expertise and the intelligence we've developed for self-driving to have a useful humanoid robot, said Musk. In the same event, Barron Capital CEO Ron Barron noted that Tesla spends $7 billion to make each gigafactory, and they each produce $15 billion per year in vehicles when fully ramped. It was also discussed during the said event that a fully and rapidly reusable rocket will be transformational and will enable humanity to become multiplanetary. It can be noted that Barron has also been actively investing in Elon Musk's privately owned rocket company SpaceX over the last several years. The firm invested nearly $500 million in previous funding rounds, including $100 million earlier this year when SpaceX hit a valuation of more than $125 billion in May. "Whenever SpaceX comes along, I buy more," Barron said, adding that it has unbelievable potential. He predicts that in the next funding round, the company could likely surpass a $150 billion valuation. "Everyone is going to know about SpaceX," Barron told Forbes, adding that soon, through its Starlink satellite broadband service, it will be providing internet for the planet. Like his bullish stance in Tesla, he remains bullish about the company's Starship project focus on reusable rockets, which Musk has called the holy grail of space travel and crucial to expanding the boundaries of space exploration. In 2016, Ron Barron predicted Tesla Inc. would become one of the most valuable companies in the world, which it did. This is probably why Barron remains confident in his stance on Tesla stock regardless of economic issues that may affect stock prices. Barron pointed to names like Tesla as examples of the type of companies that could lead the next wave of tech innovation. Notably, Barron's forecast is about long-term investments rather than day trading, and reflects much of the advice the investor has offered about the economic benefits of watching compound interest build up. The key for investors then is to find stocks that are set to gain going forward when the bear market runs its course, even if they are down now. Barron said, "I told you a long time ago that I thought that we'd make 20 times our money in Tesla. So far, we've made 4 times. I now think we're going to make double or triple again for the next 5 years and double or triple again for the next 5 years. I think there's 10 times more to go in Tesla before I have to even think about this, if we're right." Overall, it might be a bit contradictory for Musk to recommend people not to invest in Tesla, since he is adamant that no one is even close to Tesla for solving generalized autonomy or generalized self-driving vehicles. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.